Good morning, Saints. Nadine Brooks here. Today, I want to talk to you about the COVID vaccine. Yes, the COVID vaccine. As many of you know, I have been a registered nurse for 33 years, and it's pretty easy to figure out which side of the vaccination debate I am on. I know that some of you are on the fence about whether or not to get the vaccine. There has been a lot of misinformation on social media and the news. So I thought I would try to present to you a few facts that might make a difference in your decision to get vaccinated. Let's start at the beginning. As you know, we are all gone through a lot during this pandemic. Whether it was a loss of income, freedom, or more seriously, the loss of loved ones, we have all been impacted in some way. To date, there have been over 192 million people affected by this virus. Worldwide, we have had over 4 million deaths, and this is all within 18 months. In the US, we have seen 625,000 of our fathers, mothers, husbands, wives, sisters, and brothers, sons and daughters die as a result of the virus. In South Carolina, we have lost approximately 10,000 people. Last year, COVID was the third leading cause of death behind heart disease and cancer. And African Americans are more likely to die from the virus than any other race except Native American Indian. These are the facts. So what can we do as a community, as a church family? We can get vaccinated. Now, there are a lot of myths about the vaccine. One myth states that you can get COVID-19 from the vaccine. This is simply not true. Now, I will admit that there are many vaccines, like the flu vaccine, that have a weakened version of the virus in them, but not the COVID-19 vaccine. The COVID-19 vaccine does not carry a weakened version of the virus in it. The vaccine simply tricks your immune system into thinking it has come into contact with the virus. Within 2 weeks, your body will have built up the protection and immunity it needs to fight this virus. Another myth: can the vaccine alter my DNA or cause me to be sterile? The answer is no. The byproducts of the vaccine never actually enter our cells. It is simply delivering a message to our cells on how to protect against the virus that causes COVID-19. Another major barrier to getting the vaccine has to do with how fast the vaccine was developed. It is important to know that the foundation for the vaccine was developed many years ago under the Obama administration, when we were threatened with SARS. Most of the research and development for the COVID-19 vaccine was taken from the vaccines that were developed for SARS. So it is not true. The Trump administration did not create a miracle. This vaccine is based on years of research. As of today, in the US, we've had over 161 million people are fully vaccinated, which is only 49% of the population. In South Carolina, we're ranked 39th in the nation with only 44% of our population fully vaccinated. To get rid of the virus, we need closer to 75% of the nation to be fully vaccinated. For whatever reason, this issue of vaccines has been politicized. This is not a political issue. This is a public health crisis. When the health of the public is threatened, we must do our part. And the most important thing to note is that the nation's leaders are all vaccinated, including Trump. That should send a clear message. So let's look at this from a different direction. Imagine if the virus were after our youngest and most vulnerable, our children. What wouldn't you do to protect them? This virus is doing what all viruses do. They mutate. In other words, this virus can and will get stronger and impact more people. No one is safe. The longer the virus is out there, the more likely it will mutate. The vaccine protects you against serious illness and death. It is true that you can get COVID-19 after vaccination, but your body will be prepared for the virus and you will not get as sick as you would if you did not have the vaccine. The Delta variant is coming for our young people. It has been reported that 1,000 cases each hour are taking place due to the Delta variant. COVID hospitalizations have increased by 103% in less than a month. Right now, we are dealing with a pandemic of the unvaccinated. Those that are getting sick and dying are people that are not vaccinated. If everyone that is eligible gets the vaccine, we will create a shield of protection for our children who are not eligible to get vaccinated. We must remember that the number of people impacted by this virus is just part of the story. These numbers have faces, and these faces have names. We can protect our family, our community, our neighborhoods, our church family by getting vaccinated. I know I have given you a lot to think about, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have, but I strongly urge you to get vaccinated. If you are not willing to do it for yourself, do it for the people that you love. Remember, Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declared the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future." Everyone has the right to be happy, healthy, and safe. I wish this for all of you. Thank you.